Hello boys and girls, welcome back to Max World. Here we are with one more question of trigonometry, last question of the exercise. The question says a kite is flying at a height of 60 meter above the ground and the string is attached to it. It means ground, string and the imaginary height which is perpendicular to the ground will make a right angle triangle, right? So K is the position of the kite, S is the point where string is attached to the ground, there is no slack, means it will remain straight, and G is the point from where we have taken the perpendicular distance, that which is 90 degree to it, right? Angle S is given to me as a 60 degree, that is angle of elevation, and height of the kite from the ground is 60 meter. So let's mention the detail one more time as per the need of the answer. And while writing the details, you will come to know that we need to find the length of the KS, right? That is a string. So how will we find? Just try to figure it out. This one, in triangle KGS, if you see, opposite to angle 60 is 60 meter, and I need to find the string, that is opposite and string is hypotenuse. So opposite and hypotenuse are nothing but sine, trigonometric term sine, right? So we are going to use sine 60, whose definition is opposite upon hypotenuse, that gives us kg upon ks, right? Is it clear to you all? Thank you. So move on. So sine 60 is nothing but root 3 upon 2, if you remember the trigonometric values, correct? So root 3 upon 2, after mentioning it, we have to input the value of kg so that we can find the value of ks, right? So kg is 60 and ks we need to find, so mention it as it is, and after operating with the simple mathematics, you will come to know that ks equals to 60 into 2 the whole upon root 3, a simple shifting method, correct? And if you have any problem, please mention it in the comment section below. So best way to calculate over here is nothing but to multiply first and to remove the root 3 from the denominator, and to remove that root 3 from the denominator there is only one method, and that method is nothing but rationalizing the denominator, and for that purpose we will multiply root 3 in the numerator also and root 3 in the denominator also. So one stone, two birds, correct? So we are doing two steps together. We have multiplied 60 into 2, that is 120, and then we are rationalizing the denominator also. So that gives us 120 into root 3 and the whole upon that root 3 into root 3 will give you the value only 3, if you remember, right? So 120 into root 3 the whole upon 3, and if you do further calculations you will come to know that 120 and 3 can be cancelled out, that gives us 40, and the final answer that comes with us is 40 into root 3, and we know the value of root 3 is 1.73 mentioned in the question. So after doing multiplication we get 69.2 meter, and do not forget to write the final answer. If you have any problem while solving the question, please let me know in the comment section below. Waiting for, let's solve one more question of 6.2, question number 5. The question says a storm broke a tree and the tree top rested 20 meter away from the base of the tree, okay? And the angle made by the top with the ground or with the horizontal is nothing but 60 degree. We have to find the height of the tree. Consider a tree, that is PQ presently over here, and we require a point from where tree was broken due to storm, correct? So let's consider that point D as a point where tree was broken and the top touched the point B on the ground, correct? And BP will be at the horizontal. The length of the BP is 20 meter, and consider BD as Y. Okay, if you observe this diagram ideas, you will come to know that QD and BD are nothing but the same part of that broken tree, because QD only once it was broken, it bent down towards the BD, right? So we can say if BD is Y, QD is also Y, right? I need to find the height of the tree. The height of the tree is made in two parts, correct? Just let me clear it. In two parts, one is QD and another one is PD. If you find both of this part, I mean to say length of this part, PD and QD, and by adding it we can find the height of the tree. So this will be our action plan, to find the height of length of PD, then to find the length of QD, add it, and that will give us our answer. So once the action plan is clear what to do, let's begin with it. So presently over here, angle made with the horizontal is 60 degree, and these two parts are same as I explained to you. Correct? First step to begin the answer is to mention all the details as per the question we consider. Correct? Pick which tree, then BD and QD are the same broken part of the tree. BP is 20 meter. Angle of elevation is nothing but the 60 degree, and PQ is perpendicular to BP. That will make the triangle BDP as right angle triangle. Correct? So in that triangle, angle B is 60 degree and angle Q is 90 degree. So we will try to use some trigonometric terms, trigonometric ratios to find the value of PD. Correct? If you observe, PD is opposite to 60 and I am given with the adjacent. So opposite and adjacent is nothing but OA, and OA is there in tan. That means to find the value of PD, we have to use tan 60. Is it clear? I guess so. Let's move on. So let tan 60 equals to OA, that is just opposite upon adjacent, that makes it DP upon BP, and we know that we require PD, that is DP, and value of BP is given to me as 20, and tan 60 is nothing but the root 3. Correct? So mention the value, replace them with the proper values. Then with the simple mathematics we can shift that 20 towards 3, right? That 20 and the denominator goes over there in the multiplication towards the root 3, and that will make it as 20 root 3. Correct? And we got the value of one part, that is dp. So if you observe, check out over here. Now we have got the value of PD. Now I require y, because finding QD is nothing but finding BD over here, right? Once we find the BD, ultimately we can write that same value for QD because we have proved it, both are equal. So that BD is nothing but the hypotenuse, and we are given with the adjacent, that is A. So either you go for hypotenuse upon adjacent or adjacent upon hypotenuse. That that sound, if you remember, o oa. So that's nothing but the cos. Correct? So we'll utilize cos because it becomes easier to write the values in the term from the table, right? So in the same triangle, cos 60, if we utilize, we get adjacent upon hypotenuse as BP upon BD, right? And we know the value of respective terms. Cos 60 is nothing but root half, and BP is 20, and we need to find y. And if we do little shifting, we'll come to know that y equals to 2 into 20, that gives us 40 meter. So we have with us y, that is dq, right? And we got dp also, that is PD over here. And if we add these two values, we can find the answer, that is height of the tree, very easily. Correct? So let's move on to our final punch to the answer. That is PQ is equal to PD plus DQ, because we know the property of betweenness, and if you put the value in it, we get 40 plus 20 root 3 meter, right? And the way I told you, if the value of root 3 is not given in the question, there is no need to copy it in it. Correct? And here, don't forget to write the final answer, and here we have finalized this question.